and welcome to my February TBR. I don't know why I keep making them because I never stick to them, but we're gonna try. Okay, so let me just get started with the books I'm currently still reading. So the first one is Oathbringer Part 2, and I am so close to finishing. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. It's like 100 pages. It's like less. I can finish this in a day for sure. Fingers crossed. I'm just super busy because life. I'm also in the middle of Teardrop by Lauren Kate. I'm like a little chunk in. It was okay when I read it as a teenager. It's okay now. And a book from the library, Felix Ever After. Everybody loves this book. I want to read more diversely. I want to read from some different perspectives. This is going to help me. I mean, I'm not very far in, but I am going to read it for sure. Okay, now for the bulk of this. The Shrekathon is happening in February. I'll leave a link down below to the Twitter. I don't think it's happening on YouTube. It's just like a Twitter thing mainly. And that goes from February 14th to the 28th. There are 4 prompts plus a group book. So let me talk you through it. One of the prompts is to read a book by a stubborn character, and I picked Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. This was a hard prompt because I'm like, well, if I haven't read, how do I know if there are those characters in it? I don't. But I figured, look, our main character's trying to solve a mystery. She's got to be stubborn. She's got to be stubborn that she's... And then I started overthinking what stubborn means, but tenacity and stubbornness are the same for this, for me. We follow Stevie Bell in this book. She goes to this school for like gifted people, that you can be gifted in any skill or something like that, and she tries to solve a mystery. And so this is a YA mystery thriller series, which is a trilogy, but a 4th one's coming out. I believe that one is not a direct sequel. The next prompt is to have a book that has like family at its focus, and I picked Regretting You for Colleen Hoover. I absolutely love Colleen Hoover. I know this is about a mother and daughter, and there's going to be some crazy drama because it's Colleen Hoover and that's what she does. It is a mother who had her daughter quite young and doesn't want her daughter to follow in her footsteps. I don't know where it's going. But honestly, Colleen Hoover could write a shopping list and I would read it. Next prompt is Enemies to Lovers. And for that I picked The Unhoneymooners because that's pretty much the first thing you hear when people talk about this book, is that it's enemies to lovers and it's so good. Oh my god. So yes, I'd like to still read this in summer. It's giving me very summery vibes, and I just think I'll really like it. I hope I do. In this book, we follow a wedding. Everyone at the wedding gets sick except for the best man and the maid of honor, and they have to go on the honeymoon because it's non-refundable, and they hate each other's guts until they don't. So I'm excited. And because I can't really travel, not many of us can travel, this will just give me like a bit of like holiday vibes at home. And then the other prompt is a book featuring friends, and this was hard because I feel like a lot of books like have friends, but maybe not friendship as like their focal point. I ended up picking Girls with Sharp Sticks for this because it literally says a bunch of friends do stuff together. So, yeah. Yes, this is, I want to say it's a YA thriller. And we follow these girls at this boarding school and creepy shit starts to happen, and I think there's also like a female-female romance in here. And then perfectly, the group book is Law by Alexandra Bracken. I was going to try and read this last month in time for Booksplosion, but anxiety happened and books are long. So, based on Greek mythology, where gods descend down to the earth and become mortal for a time, and there's like some Hunger Games stuff going on, and that sounds like my vibe. In theory, I'm reading all of these in 2 weeks, plus the ones I'm in the middle of, but it doesn't end there because why would it? And also, I need to read A Court of Wings and Ruin this month in time for the live show. I was so mad. I set a timer for the live show for the last one for A Court of Mist and Fury. Set it for the wrong day and wrong time, only to sleep in the next day when it actually was and miss the whole thing. So, yeah. But I'm excited. I don't remember a whole lot of what happens in this book. Like, I remember battles and fighting and politics, but nothing like too specific, except for like the big stuff. So, and she's a chunker. Like, love her, but she's chunky. She's gonna take time. Also, my nails, like, match pretty well with this book. That's pretty cool. And then, because apparently I like stress, I went to the library and I kept ordering books. So I have this big of stack of books from the library, including Felix Ever After. And how my library works, if it hasn't been requested by anyone else, you can just keep renewing and renewing and renewing. So that's really cool. But Starsight and Jade City have both been requested. So I have a limited time to read those, as well as Felix Ever After. I would really like to get to these two in particular because I've already read Skyward and Jade City is just like hype train city. And then Song of Wraiths and Ruin, that's also requested, but I think that's one that's going to have to go back and I'll have to get her again for like a third time. Or just buy it one time. Not Even Bones isn't... I can have Not Even Bones for as long as I want, but it is kind of like a random one. Same with Unravel the Dusk and Bone Cries Moon. I would like to get to these two. And we'll see. So... oh, and then another thing, because why would that be it, is that Kobo has a deal going on for February, which sounds bloody awesome, where if you're a VIP member, which I am, you earn 100 points for every book you finish reading digitally this month. And so, if you have enough points, that means you can like redeem books with like for free. And usually you can only get points from buying books. So I might be like throwing most of this out of the window and focusing on that. Or I might be finding some ebooks that work for Shrek instead. So with that in mind, so for family, it's either going to be Regretting You or it might be The Vanishing Half. Which I know it's a lot about like race identity, but it is about family as well. So I want to make it work. Then for enemies to lovers, I have From Blood and Ash and Serpent and Dove on my e-reader. So I might just end up reading one of those instead. As per usual, my TBR is not set in stone. I'm probably not going to get to half of these because I'm currently in a show and directing a show. So... as per usual, let's talk about books. Have you read any of these? Do you want to read them? Tell me your opinions. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.